So today we're going to be talking about an email that I got yesterday. And over the past year, I've been getting an increase in the amount of emails to the Qcento inbox. It is publicly available information. You see it right in my bio. And a lot of these emails are AI generated text that either claims to be some sort of promotion, partnership, creator program, whatever the case may be. Generally, it's going to, benefit me. And a lot of the time they're kind of backed by, these crazy numbers of what they're willing to offer if we do the job and whatever the case. And, it has my guard up for sure. I would say only 10% of the emails that come in right now are real. And with that being said, I felt like the one that I pulled up yesterday was too good to be true. And so what it was a creator program for a Cyberpunk TCG. And I thought that was too good to be true. Wouldn't that be great? And I just closed the email. Anyways, a couple hours later, I actually decided to go back and open that email and look at the links because I figured, you know what? If this is real, it's worth putting my computer on the line, all my personal information, my identity, so that you guys can know the truth. So I clicked through some of the stuff they had there. First, I filled out the content creator form and, emailed them saying I filled it out. They got back to me really quickly, which is really cool. And they promised me that I could be one of the first to get the first starter deck of cards in the alpha coming out in the new year. It wasn't quite enough for me. I went and I clicked the link that goes to the YouTube trailer and I saw that it had a few views, right? And so I sat on that for a little while. I came back in the evening and had thousands of views. And then it wasn't until I noticed that IGN put out the trailer that I'm like, damn, this thing is actually real. It's not just some AI generated phishing scam that's going around to try to get your information, whatever the case. So my understanding after talking to a few people is that CDPR must have, I guess, licensed out the IP for another company called Weird Company to go ahead and make a game on it. I've seen things like this in the past where, Second Dinner went and made Marvel Snap. That game was a hit. And I looked at the trailer briefly. I didn't look at the full trailer. I didn't want to ruin it. I figured, you know what? Because this is real, I need you guys to know because we talk about Gwent all the time. CDPR did make Cyberpunk, so I trust the creative direction of this game. I think this could be the next best thing, and I want to go through the trailer with you guys here. So let's pop it up, roll it, and I'm technically going to be watching it for the first time with you guys from start to finish. So let's get into it. Okay. Getting goosebumps, man. Better play your cards right, Choom. +1 power, gig, street cred, couple mechanics. The card art's looking really sweet so far. Okay, roll with legends. I'm assuming just, hero abilities or one legend per deck. That's kind of like one of the key players or characters in the game. I don't know what they mean by crew up, whether you're combining factions for like two different factions make a deck and you can kind of pair them. I also don't know how much that gameplay actually really means anything, if it's going to go to digital, right? I mean, either way. So coming in 2026 to Kickstarter. So I'm thinking that this is pretty early on in production so far, right? And, Kickstarter, it's because it's licensed out to the Weird Company. It's not being made by CDPR, so it's not going to be a behemoth company that's going to be putting out this game. So that's why they have a Kickstarter. We've seen it before with, like, again, Marvel Snap, made by Second Dinner, opposed to Marvel. I'm not really doubting this studio so far. I think this will be a really good opportunity for them to prove themselves. But let's just keep going through here. Okay. This is deep, bro. What's this say? Follow now for your free exclusive Lucy card. Okay. Again, digital or physical, I'm not sure entirely. I think it's going to come physical first, but if we get a free card, I'm not really sure if this is an actual playable card or if it's just a promo card. But either way, it's not really hard to get, guys. All you got to do is follow it. This is not a sponsor. Right? It's just a matter of we might as well get free stuff if it's available, and Lucy's really cool. So I guess that's it for the trailer, right? It loops there. So that's it for the trailer, man. I'm actually really excited about it. I think it looks like a solid card game. We only saw a couple mechanics, but the card art is really nice so far. I'm hoping that it's a good game because they have amazing IP and there's so much that you can do with it. And it's funny because I was talking to CDPR, staff about this. I was talking to Berza during an interview we had a couple years ago, and I said, you know, what would be really amazing, man? A Cyberpunk card game. And he sort of just like, laughed about it, whatever the case. But the fact that it's actually coming full circle and we're getting one 3 years later, well, by the time it comes out, like 4 years later, 5 years later, but you know what I mean? Still, it's really cool. And as far as it being physical as opposed to digital, I mean, I do prefer to be able to play games online so I could play on my phone or whatever, your computer. I could stream it, I can make videos on it. But if it is only physical and they never do go digital, I'm still going to find a way to make this work because I was invited to the creator program. I think it's going to be an amazing opportunity. And I think it's going to be really cool, refreshing new content for the channel. So again, guys, like I said, just follow as they said to get that free card. And you know where to find the news related to this game because I'm going to be covering everything as soon as I hear it. And when I get those starting cards, they said in the first little bit of next year, I'm going to definitely share that with you guys as well. So pretty much it, man. If you want to see more of this, sub to the channel, and I'll see you very soon with another video.